Alright, we're going to talk about a day one build, just an overall really good Starfire Protocol build, how you can abuse special ammo, and basically what I run. So let's dive into it. Let's get into the important stuff in the artifact. Number one is Shattered Orbs, creates an orb of power when you break the shield with a matching damage type. And this is a huge orb. It's like a super orb. So I always have this on. And then collecting a fire sprite gives you armor charge. It gives you two armor charge actually, which kind of frees up the ability not to run stacks on stacks. Because when you get a grenade kill with the firepower, that creates one orb, and that's also going to create a fire sprite. And so then you go and pick that up, and then you get 15 seconds of armor charge. So that's important. Volatile flow, picking up an overpower grants your void weapons volatile rounds, which is what I run. That's why I run Hollow Denial, and then I put Repulsor Brace on Hollow Denial for an overshield as well. Then next one is Bricks from Beyond. Defeating a powerful combatant with a void weapon has a chance to generate heavy ammo for you and your teammates, so your teammates will like you. And this is an orange bar or yellow bar major, a boss. If you kill him with your void weapon, basically every other, well, 1 out of 2, it'll spawn a heavy ammo brick. This is a really good perk. You can also shoot your Wither Horde and then equip your if it's a heavy void weapon or a special void weapon, um, just equip that while you shoot your Wither Horde, and it will also drop Bricks from Beyond. The perk will proc Void Weapon Channeling. You get a temporary bonus to void weapon damage after you defeat a target with a void weapon while one of your abilities charge. So this is gonna give you some damage buff because I am not rocking any void weapon surge on here. I'm rocking 2 arc weapon and 1 kinetic so I can get the most DPS out of my hothead and my wither horde for the boss fights or any tanky um, targets. And then the last thing is prismatic transfer. I don't know how much damage this does, but it looks pretty. So I put that on just to give my fire team members a weapon damage buff. Haven't tested that to be honest. So I run Icarus Dash and Touch of Flame. Icarus Dash, like I covered in my last video, while you're airborne, if you get double kills while you're in the air with any weapon, it cures you. So it's healing on the fly, literally, when you're in the air. Uh, which is really good. I don't think a lot of people know about that. I run Solar Grenade, Fine Blows, Cure You, Ember of Resolve. That comes in clutch. I don't know how many times it saved my life. I almost went with this for the extra resilience. Plus, you get Restoration. It's 2 seconds, but it feels like a really short 2 seconds. So don't I don't use this because you also have to get to your fire sprite. So this is just what I rock instead. Ember of Ashes is basically a staple, so you get more ignitions, which is more damage. Radiant, I run this for the extra damage, and if there is any barrier champions. And Ember of Searing, I've used this always because this will create your fire sprite and give you melee energy. So that's what I run for my fragments and aspects. Onto the helmet. Ashes to assets. Heavy ammo scout. Heavy ammo finder. This is a team-based build right here. The gauntlets, I have impact induction, momentum transfer, and the huge one, firepower. This is how you're going to be making your orbs, and you will be making lots of orbs. Starfire Protocol, I go with 1 concussive. I think concussive is a staple, which you should have. I go with the solar harmonic resistance, and then void. A lot of your tankier targets are going to shoot void, if you've noticed in the game, but if it calls for an arc resist, I will rock an arc resist. And then this is going to give me a 10% damage buff, arc weapon surge, stack 2, and it's going to give you a 17%, and then kinetic, so I can get my wither horde with another 10% damage buff. I wish I could fit like a recuperation and a health regen here, but I think airborne kills will grant me cure, and so will grenade kills. So with my 10 recovery, I'm not too worried about dying. Plus, I get my repulsor brace from Hollow Denial. But you could also rock another Void SMG or whatever you want to run for weapons. It's just what I'm running. And I don't run stacks of stacks on here. Because if I get a grenade kill and I pick up a fire sprite, that's a 2 armor charge, and then I pick up my orb right next to it, I'm immediately at 3. So there's really no point of running stacks on stacks, in my opinion. And then I rock time dilation, bomber, and special finisher, and this is how you abuse the special animal economy. So I've seen and got recommended to do 2 empowered finish. Where is that at? 2 empowered finishers right here. And then stacks on stacks, which will grant you a 3 stack. But the thing is, I'm basically, and you are probably too, always armor charged. There's orbs laying around all over, and fire sprites and way to become armor charged. So I didn't find this very useful because I am always charged. And then when you do get that 3 stack, you have a 10-second window to special finish someone to take advantage of your special finish. So in this case, I get a grenade kill, I pick up my orb, I pick up my fire spray. I have 15-second window now with time dilation. Plus I have my damage buff for 45 seconds. So if I don't need to special finish anyone, I have a 45-second window for a damage buff. And then that means I also have 15 seconds to find an enemy to special finish. So, and then if I don't get in that 15 seconds, I go pick up an orb power, I refresh my 15 seconds. So that's how you kind of abuse the special finisher. The animal economy. So that is the build for day 1 raid. This is also a great overall Starfire Protocol. Feel free to use whatever weapons you want, but this is going to put out some damage, has good survivability. Um, the artifact, I talked about that. Shattered orbs, bricks from beyond, those are the important ones. Void weapon channeling. This is a huge one too. These ones, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's my day 1 build. Overall great Starfire Protocol build. So hope y'all liked it and enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.